I heard ya. I heard ya. Yeah, I heard ya. Yeah, I heard ya. I heard you. You spoke, and I listened. You guys want some molasses cookies? Howdy. That's what we're whipping up today. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. In our mixing bowl, can you see my mixing bowl? Maybe you can't. How about if I lower you down a little bit? Oh, there. That's so much better. So what we're gonna do, when I make cookies, generally, it's not a hard and fast rule, but generally, I will mix all my wet ingredients and then add my dry too, because I don't know, Betty Crocker, I think back in the day, said that's what you're supposed to do, and it stuck. But I don't always do that. I'm just not a stickler for that. So here is what we're going to do. Not in our stand mixer. We're going to add two cups of all-purpose flour, kaboom, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of cloves. These are Madagascar cloves, and I love them. They're a little bit more stout and a little tastier, I think, than your standard run-of-the-mill. So you're going to do a half a teaspoon. Now guys, you might need to use measuring spoons. I don't. I've been baking for so long. I know what a half a teaspoon looks like. I know what an eighth, a quarter, a whole teaspoon looks like. But you might want to use spoons. Just saying. So that's a half a teaspoon of cloves. And now we're going to add a half a teaspoon of ginger. Because who doesn't love ginger? This is a brand new thingy of ginger. Golly, this is going to smell good. Half a teaspoon of ginger. Golly. That's lovely. Again, with the cardamom. You see that? I'm using the cardamom. About a quarter of a teaspoon of the cardamom. You don't need much. It's a very powerful thing. But it brightens up the molasses. It brightens up the ginger. It just adds that pop factor to your spices. I love it. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. This I use a measuring spoon for. I'm weird like that. I don't know. 2 teaspoons to our dry ingredients. And guys, this recipe calls for a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. To that I say tish tosh. Cinnamon goes beautifully with the molasses, and for a really good molasses cookie, I get a little heavy-handed with it. Oh no, it's time to refill. This is Saigon cinnamon. I like the Saigon cinnamon because, well, it was on sale. It has a nice flavor to it. It's a stronger cinnamon. It's kind of cool. And we're going to add a half a teaspoon of regular old salt. And we're going to give it a quick whisk. Okay, so those are our dry ingredients. Let's work on our wets. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. You can use other kinds of oil. It's whatever you have on hand. I'm just using general oil, vegetable oil. Right, I actually think this is canola. Let me peek. Canola. So, into the bowl we go. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. This is just the plain old regular sugar, guys. Right into the oil in the mixer. Yeah, I know, I get it. It's a dry ingredient. However, you want to blend your oil and your sugar together first. That's the base of your dough, as it were. Let's get this puppy going. Okay. Once this is all mixed up really well, your sugar and your oil, you're going to add 1 butt nugget. And this is fresh out of the butt today, kids. And your molasses. I'm using blackstrap. Here's a cool tip for you. Molasses can be a little tricky to get out of your measuring device, whether it be a cup, a spoon, a bowl, whatever. What I do, I spray mine with some spray oil. Just spray it down. And it comes out, look at that. Look at how clean that is. There's a little bit of dribble in there, and I mean, pretty handy, huh? So there's your happy, healthy tip for today. Oh, that's fabulous. I was today years old. Anyway, there's your happy, healthy tip for today. We're going to go ahead and give this a quick mix. And now to this, we are going to add gradually our dry ingredients. OMG. That smells amazing. It smells just like Granny's kitchen. Holy cow. You know what I need? I need one of those vintage 1940s aprons. Yeah. Let's take a look at this together, shall we? See how it's cleaning off the sides for us? That's what we're looking for. You don't want to overbeat your cookie dough because that makes it tough. And that's plenty fine. No, it's not. Stuff-a-lanch. Let's try that again. And there we have it. Woo-wee! So now, guys, what we have to do, we have to chill this dough for about 2 hours. So I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, it'll look like a minute, but it'll actually be about 2 hours. Okay, so we have chilled our dough. We have donned our apron. We've started the laundry. We're doing all the things. Now, a lot of you asked me about vanilla sugar. So let me just show you. This is what I buy. And I get it off of Amazon. So it's delivered to my door. I don't have to mess with people. Now there are some grocery stores that do carry it. Things like Sprouts or Whole Foods, and you know, some of your, I don't want to say uppity, I don't want to say hoity-toity, I don't want to say nicer, because that kind of makes it sound like all the other grocery stores are not as nice, but you get what I'm trying to say without me saying it. All right, so we've just put our vanilla sugar in a little plate. We have our baking sheet here. I'm trying to get this organized so you guys can see it better. All right, clean cookie scoop. And this is about a tablespoon. That's about the size of it. So I'm just going to take off, and nothing is exact. So I'm just going to take some off and form it into a ball. Roll it in that vanilla sugar. Now, not all molasses is the same. I'm using blackstrap, and blackstrap doesn't have any sweetener added to it. I think it's naturally kind of sweet, but when you're making molasses cookies, you want to add some kind of sweetener to it. Man, I wish you could smell this. These smell so good. I can't even, y'all. This is going to yield about 36 cookies, depending on how big you make them. Your balls kind of determine how much you get. Oh boy. I'm talking about cookie dough, people. Get your minds out of the trash. Somebody's going to light me up over that one. But if you're using a bigger scoop, or you're doing it by hand or eyeball or whatever, you know, they might not all be uniform. You might get 34 cookies. You might get 40. Again, unless I say it in a recipe, nothing is exact. You know, I tend to look at recipes like they are suggestions. This is the portion of the program, where I fling dough around and preheat the oven. I'm preheating to 350. If you notice in my videos, 350 is generally the temperature I bake everything at. That's what works in my kitchen. Everybody's environment in their kitchen is different. I find that I get the best results at 350. When we get done with these, I'm going to film your favorite guy and mine, Joel, doing a taste test. See what he thinks of them. I did not know until our live video this past Friday night that he is a fan of molasses cookies. Otherwise, I'd have been making the dickens out of these. He's more of a chocolate guy. But he said he wanted them. He concurred with our viewers who were asking for them. So here we are. I heard you. While I'm doing this, Joel is in doing some laser engraved business cards for us for our channel. They're on the anodized aluminum business card blanks. They look really cool. Anyway, I'm going to drop in some real quick footage of that here. This is what the finished business cards look like. See front and the back. Pretty spiffy, huh? We're going uptown. Well, actually, we're going to 10 Killer and we're taking them with it. Anyway, you get the idea. Isn't that fun? The back side of these cards have a QR code that when you scan it with your phone, it takes you right to our channel. I know. Ingenious. I didn't come up with that idea. Jason over at White Rock Homestead gave us that idea. He has been so helpful on our journey. He and Tara both are amazing people. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what's wrong with you. Get over there and subscribe to them. White Rock Homestead. They're amazing. Guys, it's really this simple. It really is. There's nothing complicated about this. But the results? Ooh, baby. Just in time, too, because he just about polished off all of his peanut butter cookies. And with him going back to work this past August, I pack his lunch for him every day. Every day. Doesn't matter what's going on. It happens, you know? It's important to me that I know that during the day he's getting a hug from home, or at least leftovers, you know. That's it, guys. We're going to bake these for 8 minutes. We just want them to get kind of cracky on top. But let's go ahead and get these going. See, I baked more bread last night. Getting ready for the work week ahead, and we're smoking a turkey breast. So we're gonna have, I'm just gonna slice it up for sandwiches, and that's what I'm doing. We found it yesterday, honeysuckle turkey breast, and they're good size. $1 a pound. Yeah, we snagged. All right. It's been our 8 minutes. Let's get these puppies out. Oh, they smell amazing. Oh, I gotta show you a close-up of these. Look at that. Numb. I don't know what happened here. We went wonky. Hang on. Okay. Gotcha. So we're going to get these off of our sheet. We're going to, when we first pull them out of the oven, we're going to let them sit for just a couple of minutes. And then we're going to remove them. Oh, let's just take it all in, shall we? Ah. Even the cardamom makes it smell so much better. Oh. Oh, so good. It's pretty cool in my kitchen, so I think they've sat enough. You just want to let them sit for a minute, just kind of rest. And guys, these cookies, if you put them in an airtight container, they'll stay soft and moist for about a week. I've never tested that theory because cookies don't hang around for a week here. And I'm just going to save one aside for Joel to try. Yay. You go, Haney. Put your chumpos on that.
Molasses, vanilla sugar coated. Oh. Those are tasty, warm, and gooey. No.
All right, so I'm going to load up the sheet again, pop them in the oven, and we're going to call it good. So there you have it. You spoke, I listened. Molasses cookies. All right, so if you want to see something else, hey, drop me a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. I took notes from the live, so I have a list of cookies to make. But if you want to see something special, don't be afraid to speak up. You talk, I listen. All right. We're going to get on with our day. We're going to finish these cookies. We're going to finish the rest of everything we got going on. Keep that attitude of gratitude. Keep looking up. Say thank you. And we'll see you on the flip. Bye.